Hello YouTube B3, you're back another kicking action figure review. We have a really cool figure for you guys today. It is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man UK. Yeah, from the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave. Really cool. Really cool. Yeah, honestly, this is a figure I've been hoping for. One I kind of predicted also, because, they always make a Spider-Man in the Spider-Man wave. You kinda gotta. And every other wave is a Spider-Man wave. So, boom. Here he is. Spider-Man UK, who we saw in, you guessed it, Spider-Verse. Also, he was a main character in Web Warriors. I read all Spider-Verse. Haven't read Web Warriors. I wanted to when it released its #1. I just didn't have the money to add another title. And to be completely honest, the concept was cool, but I just didn't really care as much as for everything else. I believe he was also in the Secret Wars Spider-Verse miniseries. I read that also. But yeah, let's zoom out. Spider-Man UK. He doesn't have any accessories, but he does have this Build-A-Figure piece for Sandman with his reaching, grappling hand on the arm here. So yeah, I'll just pop that in the Sandman later. But my guy, Spider-Man UK, really the whole reason the Spider-Men were saved was this guy. He was kind of the most important Spider in that arc, in my opinion, because he provided everyone with the interdimensional transportations. He did the first recruiting, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he was pretty awesome. I like how beefed they made him. He's the Captain Britain of his world and the Spider-Man, so pretty awesome. But articulation, side to side on the head, up and down on the head. You have up and down on the arms. Is that as far as they come up? I thought they came up further than that. Well, no, he hits his shoulders right there. That's not very far at all now, is it? No, I knew when I was messing with it earlier it came up further. So yeah, this arm's coming up like that. This arm's just, it's lifted a little. I don't know how that happened. There we go. See, I knew I did it earlier. Weird. But yeah, I'm not going to do a retake of that, because I'm coughing through the whole thing anyway, so what's the point? But yeah, forward and back, bicep swivel, double elbow bend, wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrists, ab crunch forward, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Ab crunch back, fully painted and detailed all the way up, might I add. You have a waist swivel in and out on the legs, forward and back on the legs. You have a swivel right there on the thigh. Double knee bend, rotation on the foot, forward and back. I don't know why I skipped it, but boot swivel, and a peg hole right there on the bottom. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And I would just like to say, I do like the design of UK Spider-Man. Really easy to fit the Union Jack or whatever onto him, because they're, the same basic colors. Blue, red, you got it. And he does have a spider on his back facing downward instead of upward like they normally are, but I guess it's hanging from the web part, so that makes sense. But he's very good looking. I like his head sculpt. He kind of has a more serious looking eye arrangement going on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, very cool. But now let's get into some size comparisons. Now our first size comparison has Spider-Man UK with the Jackal here on the left and Green Goblin on the right, both figures from his wave. And I wanted to show him next to one of the kind of go-to Spider-Man. This is the quote-unquote pizza Spider-Man that we got a while back. As you can see, this guy's much beefier than Peter Parker here. Yeah, I just want to show you how they look together. And of course, I try to always show these guys with a movie figure. Here on the right, we have the movie Ant-Man. And lastly, I'm going to show them with some non-Hasbro stuff. On the left, Carnage. On the right, bada bing, bada boom, Ultron. The Carnage is from Toy Biz, and the Ultron is from Diamond Select. So what are my final thoughts on this here Marvel Legends Spider-Man UK from the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave? He's really cool. I remember when he was doing stuff back in, like, Amazing Spider-Man #7, pre-Secret Wars. I remember he was on the cover art for that for sure. Mostly because there's a poster of it staring me in the face right now. But yeah, he was a cool character, and this is a cool figure. I really like the look they got going for him. I like how beefed they made him. It really fits. He always was kind of a bit buffer than the other spiders, because Spider-Man normally have slimmer muscle, and this guy's a bigger dude. And I like that. I like him. So, yeah, that's it. He doesn't really come with a lot of accessories, but the Sandman piece is pretty cool. And once again, thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, and I'll see you all later.